Hello everybody, and welcome to this very special video, how-to video. We're going to be talking about how to create advertising that sells. This, for a lot of people, is really kind of their Achilles heel, and it's really causing a lot of people to lose thousands, if not millions of dollars, and really hurting a lot of people's economy, their personal economy, their sales, their livelihoods. For those who don't know me, my name is Bert Martinez, and I've been fortunate enough to be just about on every major media as a marketing guru, sort of, right? A marketing expert, whatever you want to call me. I am a very highly sought after marketing type guru. Okay, have I impressed you enough? I'm fairly impressed with myself sometimes. So anyway, all right. I have had the chance to work with some of the top people in the world. People like Joe Vitale, Tom Hopkins. I've done work for Google. The U.S. Air Force is a client. I've worked with some of the biggest stars in Hollywood. Bill Bartman, one of the most fascinating people I've ever met in my life. Just an unbelievable amount of really cool people that I get to work with. All right, so why aren't your sales working? Let's talk about this. It's probably because your ads aren't working. So let's talk about this. You know, most people think that their advertising is sexy. Most people think that their advertising looks kind of like these two beautiful people. The reality is your advertising might look closer to this. So here's the deal, that if we were in a social setting, I could probably get a date for any of these two attractive individuals, right? Getting a date for this individual is going to be next to impossible. So let's refer to this clown as an ugly ad. This is a pretty ad. This is an ugly ad. Pretty ad, ugly ad. So no matter how much traffic I send this ugly ad, I'm never going to have great conversions. It just doesn't pan out. Conversely, because this ad's working so well, this beautiful ad or pretty ad is going to convert as much traffic as I send to it. All right, so let's talk about how advertising works. This is something that my clients ask me all the time, and really, here's the key. Advertising is repetition over time depending on your offer, right? So this is what I mean. If you are offering, if let's say that you're Coke, and typically you sell a case of Cokes for $10. Okay, you know, that's an okay ad. Hey, a case of Cokes for $10. You've probably seen some of these ads, and that's all right. Now, however, if you were to run a special and say now you're going to sell 2 cases for $10 or $5 each, so let's say you want to move volume, you're going to sell 2 cases for $10. Now, that ad simply won't need as much repetition because it's a little bit more exciting. That offer is a lot prettier. It's just a sexy offer. For those of us who drink Coke or Pepsi, somebody makes an offer on your favorite drink, 2 for 1, you're going to jump all over it. What about 3 for 1? Every now and then, especially around July 4th and some of these big 3-day weekends, you know, you'll have these soda pops that go on sale and they're 3 for $1. They move like crazy. It's just a very pretty ad. Okay, here's the deal. I want you to remember this. 80% of your ad success is in your headline. So if you're putting together an ad, the headline has to be good. Why? Well, 80% of your success is going to be dependent on that ad. And the reason for that is because if you can't get people to stop, look, or listen, if the headline doesn't stop them in their tracks, your ad is essentially dead. They don't go beyond that. Does that make sense? So 80% of your ad success is in the headline. Whether it's an email ad, whether it's a direct mail piece, whether it's a commercial, TV or radio or whatever, pay-per-click, 80% of your ad success is in your headline. So if you're not getting a lot of click-throughs, if people aren't I'll use pay-per-click. If people aren't clicking through, then you already know that your headline sucks and it needs help. That's as blunt as I can be. All right, so here's another thing to realize. Feature tells, benefits sell. I might have should have been just maybe feature tells. But anyway, you get the point here. A lot of people write their ads and they talk about features. Hey, we've been in business for 25 years. We got 10,000 square feet. We got $1 million worth of equipment. Those are all features. They don't really get anybody to do anything. Nobody cares about a lot of that. Nobody cares really how long you've been in business until they first want to know the benefit. Zig Ziglar said that nobody cares Zig Ziglar said, yeah, here it is, that nobody cares how much you know until they know how much you care. How do you show people you care? Tell them about the benefits, right? It's about losing weight. It's about gaining love. It's about getting money. It's about moving up in their career. It's about the benefits. Give you an example, and I've talked about this before. For us who are familiar with the opposite sex, I want to tell you, women will buy expensive, painful shoes that they're only going to wear once. Why? Because the benefits overwhelmingly is what they want. The benefits outweigh the pain of the shoes, even the cost of the shoes. Women will buy shoes they cannot afford that are painful and uncomfortable to wear because of the benefits. And the benefits meaning it matches their bag, it makes their butt look sexy, it makes the whole outfit. That gives them a feeling of empowerment and sexiness. And they will buy those expensive shoes they cannot afford because the benefits sell, features tell. So when you're writing your ad, talk about the benefits. What's in it for the consumer, for your prospect? You with me on that? It's always about them. And then your features come into play. All right, then let's talk about removing the risk. Free trials, guarantees, warranties, testimonials, and proof. So these are the things that people can get into. So, if you are appealing to moms, then you want to have some moms that are using the product, right? Some testimonials from mom. Maybe a free trial or a guarantee. If this doesn't work, you get your money back. Try it for 90 days. If not, return it for a full refund. Sappos, the shoe company, pays, it's free shipping for both the purchase and the refund. Removing the risk completely has made them a multi-billion-dollar company, and they did it fairly soon. So removing the risk. So again, let's talk about this. 80% of your success is in your headline. Features, tell, benefits, sell. It's all about the benefits. Remove the risk. That, in a nutshell, is the secret to writing a successful advertising. Now, because I'm limited in space or in time here, I cannot go into a lot of deep nuts and bolts of stuff. But if you need help, reach out to me. I'll be glad to help you. Okay, successful ads create traffic. That's really what an ad's all about. Now, that traffic may be different to everybody. For instance, an online ad may create web traffic. A direct mail may create phone traffic, right? So successful sales copy creates a specific actions. Okay, so maybe now they've gone to your website, and the website has a sales copy on there, and it's getting people to opt in, or to giving you a phone call, or maybe to buy something right there and then. The same thing with the direct mail piece. So the first part of anything is getting people to open your ad, click through your website, and interact with your ad. Does that make sense? That's the first part. The second part is, do you want them to take action? Maybe it's an opt-in. Maybe you want them to call your office. Maybe you want to buy something right there and then. So depending on what the transaction size is, you might be able to sell it with one letter. Maybe it's a 5-page letter. Okay, so it just all depends on what you're doing. 80% of the people that I consult with make this mistake, including the Air Force. And that is, are you ready for this? I mean, do you want to know the secret to a successful ad campaign? And again, I apologize for the typo here. It's supposed to be the secret, all right? Want to know he secret? No, it's want to know the secret to a successful ad campaign. And again, 80% of the people I consult with make this mistake, and that is the follow-up. Simply, people don't have proper follow-up systems, right? Ever gone to a trade show, you walk away with 100,000 business cards, and maybe you don't call any of them? Guess what? 80% of people do that. According to Chilton, and they're a consumer buying, consumer behavioral type product, they report on consumer behaviors, and they say that between 18 and 28% of your prospects will buy from you within 6 months after the first meeting if you follow up with them. Well, so keep that in mind. So if you're doing a direct mail campaign, you may have to do that direct mail campaign 5 or 6 or 10 or 15 times over that 6-month period to get more and more people into your sales funnel. Does that make sense? So follow up, follow up, follow up. Check this out. Here's the formula. Good advertising, meaning that good headline, good sales copy. Then that leads them to a good sales page, right? Then that leads to a good follow-up. Equals predictable profits. That's the PP. Predictable profits. So keep that in mind. It's good headlines, good advertising, good sales page, good follow-up creates predictable profits. Here's a tip I want you to consider along with everything else we've talked about. Your customer avatar. Who is your customer? Write them down. Figure it out. Is it mainly women? Is it mainly men? Where do they live? Where do they where do they play? What do they read? Put together your customer's avatar. And this is something that, again, I work with a lot of clients doing this, and sometimes it's something that people have never done. I'm telling you, 80% of the people don't know who their customers are. They don't know what the average sale is. They don't know what the lifetime value of their customer is. It's crazy. Okay? The other thing that will help you make a lot of money is A/B test your ad. So you have an ad that's A, an ad that's B, and you're going to see which one's getting more click-throughs. You with me? More traffic. Same thing that you can do that with a direct mail campaign as well as pay per click or anything else. And then A/B test your sales copy. Which sales copy is working the best? So now that you've narrowed down, let's say, the best headline and the best converting pay-per-click ad, now what is converting the best? Okay, right there alone, those two things can create double or triple your sales just in this year. Just in the next 6 months, I could double your sales by helping you. Whether you get me or not doesn't matter. But if you do this, if you figure out who your customers really are, if you do an A/B test for your ad, an A/B test for your sales copy, and then you create a follow-up system, you will double your sales between now and the end of the year. That's my promise to you. It's outrageous, but I'm telling you, it works most of the time. Anyway, that's basically it. As always, thank you so much. If you want some help, reach out to me. Be glad to help you. Thanks for watching. I really, honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I find it to be a complete privilege to work with you guys and to serve you guys, and I truly mean that. If you would like my free headline and ads swipe file, send me an email to bert@bertmartinez.com. And these are some of the best ads, some of the best headlines ever conceived by man. So just send me an email to bert@bertmartinez.com. This is where I turn to sometimes to come up with some of my own ads inspirations, if you will. Again, these are some of the world's greatest headlines and ads. You get them for free. Send me an email. Talk to you later.